Hi guys. As you can see, different location today. Mine's a little bit quieter. We have company over, so I was like, probably better go retreat to the bedroom and make this. And even though the kiddos are in bed and company is out picking up food with hubby, I'm lazy. And it doesn't hurt to use my battery now and again. As we all know, Mandy's Muse came back. I'm not going to be completed by tonight. I thought I would, but that's when I thought that I only had 3 fictions for Who at 50 and not 4. And that's when I wasn't getting hung up for the past 24 hours on one fiction instead of writing the one that I've got pretty much planned out. I knocked out my DW 50 Thickathon for 8. I put out 5, and I had an idea for the 11th one. While I was putting out 5, I've put out 2. I have ideas for 11, and then I found out I do have a 4th fiction, and it is the 4th. My favorite classic Who Doctor, and I can't think of a damn thing, and of course it's been stopping me. My muse is one of those. I can have 50 million ideas, all of them workable, but one little idea that I can't quite get for something that I need to have, she gets hung up. Forgive me, touch of a dry throat. This is like the 4th time that I've gone to do this and got stopped because, you know, cardboard dust. There's a reason why I wanted you to see my face, and I will be getting to that. Because I figured if I just typed in what happened today, I'd have people freaking out everywhere. As we know, work-wise, this literally the last week has been ridiculous. Last Friday, I knew my regular ride was taking, a vacation day, was using up some of his approved hours, and I got a week advance, and I set up a ride a week in advance. Never happened. It turned out she actually had a good reason, but we only have 20 approved time off hours, and I had to use 10 of them so I wouldn't get a mark against my name. This Wednesday, I'm late to work because my ride woke up late. Not late for him, but late for me. So, yeah, I had to use late pass, of which we only get 2. It gets better, wait for it. So, as we know, Mandy had plans to have all the fictions knocked out and posted by today. That's not going to happen. I'll probably get 1 posted today, and I'll probably have to have another posted tomorrow. There'll be more on that written at the end of this post. So, let's just say that Mandy's probably been in a grumpy mood all week because of things that I cannot control that technically get me in trouble at work. But I had no points on my record. So yay. Just been in a grumpy mood. I came home yesterday and I was a grouch and hubby was a grouch. And he decided, well, we're just going to go ahead, we put the kiddos down, we went to bed. Normally about 4 or 5 hours suffice me, but I guess not this week. Because I go to bed at like 11 o'clock, wake up at 5, even 6 hours wasn't doing it for me. So we went to bed early last night. I actually didn't get anything written. Didn't get anything done. We went to bed early. Yeah. I woke up 4 o'clock this morning. Was planning on writing, but that 4th Doctor fiction hung me up so bad. Oh my god, it hung me up. So I just wound up checking my emails, getting myself updated on my Livejournal. That was my cat. So, no big... I at least got something done. My ride showed up. Forgive me, I'm just going to keep doing this. So, my ride showed up about 5 minutes early. That works for me. He showed up 5 minutes early. We get on the road, and now we've had some rain here off and on. This morning there was no rain. It rained last night, but there was no rain. It was drizzling. So we go to take 265. We take the ramp onto 65. We have a cloverleaf system. Anybody who's familiar with that already knows what a headache this can be. A lot of our roads are patched and redone because even though Louisville is one of the largest cities in the United States, we cannot seem to keep up with our roads worth a damn. So, and he's a good driver, this young man is. 1997 Dodge truck. He handles it like a dream. We start to go around the curve, and he's slowing down because it has been drizzling, and we're hitting that curve. So he slows down, ramps about 30. He's doing about 25. Truck fishtails. He goes, oh shit, and drifts with it. What you're supposed to do when you fishtail. He lets her drift for a minute and then tries to pull her back into the curve, and she's not having it. She slams into a guardrail. I mean, we both jig, and he's like, holy fuck. And he was like, we get hit from behind. I knew what he's going to do. He was going to pull over, throw on his hazards, and get out and check the truck. Never got a chance. The guy behind us is in a car. The truck looks, even after hitting a guardrail and getting hit from behind by the car, the truck doesn't even look, it's got a couple scratches. I think, one of the side lights, is a little bit looser, but that can be fixed. So, we're shaken up. I find it hard to catch my breath for a minute just because adrenaline dump. We got hit, bang, bang, adrenaline dump. He's okay. We're okay. And this is where the day does this. I can't remember. It was either, my friend Tiny or him who called the cops. We wind up waiting for a good half an hour to 40 minutes for the police to show up. It's a good thing there was no serious injuries. Nobody was injured. We were all jigged up a bit. It turns out that he saw us hit the guardrail and try to correct. And he was trying to avoid us. And he must have hit the same patch we did and nailed it on my side of the car, right in the bumper. You can tell where he hit the hitch, everything. It tore his car up. So, call the police. He and I call work. Turns out the guy, and I knew I recognized his face. He works Amazon. Now, he isn't a temp like we are, but he works that company. So, and he's actually hired on, so we were trying to give him the number for call-in. It's the wrong number because he doesn't work for the same service. He works for Amazon itself. We work for a temp service. So, we all called in. Tiny called his dad. This guy called his brother, who's a mechanic. Tiny's dad and the mechanic show up before the police do. The mechanic knows he can't do anything, so, they wait for the cops. Cop shows up, gets on me because I don't have my driver's license on me, which I didn't even think about. I'm not driving, so I didn't have it on me. Wouldn't let me talk because I'm the passenger, I'm not the driver. They said what happened. She wrote down her reports. Everything takes a few minutes. The guy's brother pops out the front of his vehicle so he can get to work and get home. We're all shaken up. Every ache and pain that I do not notice. Shoot, the cat landed on my face last week. So, it took me like half the morning to figure out, why does this hurt? It hurts because it was still healing and still aching a bit. And, of course, adrenaline dump. And 5 minutes after the adrenaline dump, the body goes, oh, okay, well, I guess you didn't need that. So the letdown takes 3.5 hours. I had a headache all day today. Little things that I don't notice. Of course, every muscle went tense. So everything that I usually don't notice hurt. And I just, I tensed up. When I realized we were going to hit the guardrail, I tensed. Like a big idiot. Don't do that, by the way. Even I was telling myself, relax, relax, relax. No, I was not relaxing. And I was just starting to relax when we got hit from behind. So, needless to say, I was in an accident this morning. I called in saying I was going to be about an hour late. And I was exactly an hour late. I clocked in at 7:32. We have 3-minute leeway either which way. You can clock in 3 minutes ahead of time or clock in 3 minutes after and still be considered on time. Late pass is for under an hour. If I'd gotten there 7 minutes sooner, yeah, I wouldn't have been late. So, needless to say, the day got even better from there. So, I chased down integrity staff. Turns out they can't do anything. Even though it's a car accident, we have a police report. I've now got a point to my name. I'm going to wake up in the morning feeling like somebody beat me half to death. And yes, that jigging thing was the cat again. I'm going to wake up in the morning feeling like I was beaten half to death. And I got a point. Normally this, a lot of people go, and everybody else at the workplace said it, oh, it's just a point. Don't worry about it. Amazon will hire you as long as you don't have past 3 points. I have done everything I can to not earn a point. Everything that could have gotten me a point, and today, all of this is out of my control. Every last bit of it, out of my control. Nothing I can do about it. My ride was like, oh, I'm so sorry, man. I'm like, well, what are you going to... this was an accident. This was not somebody wasn't paying attention. This wasn't somebody was, texting and driving. This wasn't any of that. This was an actual accident. We can't control the road conditions. And he was doing everything he was slowing down. He was doing everything he was supposed to do. He corrected the way he was supposed to. And, we hadn't even come to a stop before we get hit. And we were going to try to get out of the way. We were going to use the drift. The fact that we are coasting and have not quite stopped yet. He was tapping his brakes. We were going to use that to move over when we get hit. Everybody's fine. The guy who was behind us, little itty-bitty car too. Oh, I'm so relieved. He was fine. A little bit shooken up. We were all, a little bit shaken up. But all of us were fine. We're all going to be hurting tomorrow morning when we wake up. But we were all actually fine. But I was like, I was in an accident today, and if I type that in, everybody's going to go, what the fuck? So, I probably better put my face right here so you can see it and let you know that I'm okay. Like I said, every little ache and pain that I normally don't notice, the adrenaline rush, took care of that for me and made me aware of all of them. And yeah, I'm hurting a little bit right now, but nothing, this doesn't hurt. And, the work I do, I'm going to hurt anyway. So, it just makes it just a little bit that much better. So in many ways, this was a fantastic week, fic-wise. Except for the fact, I'm not going to be completed by tonight. I wanted to have everything done by tonight. I wanted to have everything done and posted, at least posted on my journal. So that way I could get it all, spread out tomorrow. That didn't happen. I should be able to write the 11th. I plan on doing that. But for the 4th, it's going to have to be a drabble. And I have no idea. So, I'm going to leave it at the bottom of the post, and I'm going to say it now. If you have any ideas, please feel free to cough them up. Until then, I better go ahead and end this before YouTube decides it doesn't love me. I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm fine. Everybody's fine. I'm a little bit mad that I've now got a point against my name. But I'm fine. Everybody's fine. It all worked out in the end. Everybody's going to be okay. And after I get my fiction written, I can go to bed and try again tomorrow. Also, on Monday, hubby and I are probably going to be seeing Doctor Who in the theaters. Yes, we're going to see it on Saturday, and we're going to see it in the theaters. So, keep your fingers crossed for us, and hope that we get those tickets tonight. I could ramble on forever, but YouTube won't allow it. So, I will say, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. You will see me here soon. I love you all. Take care.